Coming up today on Studio 13 Live.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Ken.
We all know how trends sometimes just come out of nowhere. What industry the Barbie movie is impacting big time. Hint, think pink.
Then get ready to let it go. The Seattle Men's Chorus is performing in studio with a sneak peek of their upcoming show, Disney Pride in Concert.
Plus, Stella at Hotel Sorrento showing us how to make their diver scallops and some veggies.
And we're trying the new Sip with Pride wine flight with Brown Family Vineyards. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day.
Hey, happy Monday. Thank you so much for being here with us today. I'm Carly Henderson.
And I'm Mireya Garcia, and we are just so excited to be joining you an hour earlier. And oh boy, I had not seen that open yet.
Me either. It's so exciting and so many memories, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And we do want to say a very, very happy birthday to one of our loyal viewers, Mary, who said it is her birthday, but she is staying in to watch us at our new time. So thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you have a beautiful day.
Yeah, happy birthday. I would sing it to you, but I sing off tune. You know, that's a tough song to sing. Well, we're starting today with quite an interesting story. So a production designer for the Barbie movie says that the heavy use of pink paint may have caused a global shortage. Yeah. So the movie was filmed with a Barbie core pink aesthetic, meaning that pink is everywhere. Outfits, furniture, accessories, pink scenery, a little landscape. You can see it all right now. The director says that a lot of pink helps give the movie a real kid feeling of the iconic Barbie character. How about that? I bet the people who worked on this film loved every second of it, but they're probably good on like not seeing pink for a while. They're probably not going to paint their homes pink, right?
Can you imagine a shortage of pink paint?
Right.
Wow, that is wild to me. And of course, we're going to continue talking about the Barbie movie here because the Barbie maker, Mattel, fittingly releasing a new collection to go with the movie. Yeah, the new collection matches what people will see in the theaters when they go see Barbie Land. It's available now. It's ahead of the movie's release on July 21st. You're seeing some of that on your screen now. It includes Ken dolls, a mega dream house, some Hot Wheels RC Barbie Corvette, the only one I will ever be able to afford for sure, and an Uno game, all being released. So fun.
I love that there's a new Uno game. You know, I owned a lot of Barbies when I was young, but I really didn't play with them that much. They kind of sat in Tupperware underneath my bed. I'm really excited for the movie, but yeah, they just like, you know, those like giant tubs underneath my bed. I played with trolls a lot though.
Oh, a troll girly.
I guess so.
I think I was opposite. I had trolls because they were the thing, but the Barbies, I played with them a lot. Maybe cut some hair, you know what I mean? trying to give them some style.
Spruce them up a little bit there. Someone who never goes out of style, Taylor Swift. So her fans are taking their dedication to hearing every song at the Eras Tour to a whole new level. So a number of videos on TikTok say that people are wearing, wait for this, adult diapers. So that they don't have to miss a moment of the concert. One person captioned her video, "The diaper rash and trench foot was worth the moment of Taylor Swift looking right at us." I mean, that would be kind of special. A new mom wrote, "I knew I saved those postpartum diapers for a reason." What do you say, Mireya? Are you in on this trend?
I've had to wear a postpartum diaper and I don't miss it. So I will not be doing that. My goodness, that is really a love for Taylor. I'm a Swiftie through and through, but I can't say I love her that much.
Yeah, you know, I just feel like standing and watching her in like a soiled diaper would like take away some of that magic, right?
Yes,
you know, I drink a lot of beverages every single day. Sometimes I've got 3 going at a time, but I think this is just a good reminder to cut back the day of the Eras Tour.
Hydrate early.
Yes.
use the bathroom and then really tighten it up.
Or just like know what your least favorite song is and then go out at that time, right?
Yeah, I feel like the set list has been out, so you can make your choices at that point.
There's better ways to do this, y'all.
Certainly. Hey, the writers' strike still ongoing, but it sounds like directors now have a deal with major film studios. So this tentative agreement is in place between studios and the Directors Guild of America. So it would set the terms of a new 3-year collective bargaining agreement impacting wages, we're talking impacting work hours, residuals, and even setting some new rules for the use of artificial intelligence, which we have been talking about as the major concern in the industry right now. Insiders predicting, though, that this deal could help the Writers Guild reach an agreement soon. And I'm very excited for that to hopefully be a reality. You know, I want them to get what they need, but it's going to start impacting our shows.
No kidding. It's going to be a lot of reality TV for a while, which honestly, like, I'm not that mad at, but like, I hope these writers get what they want. You know, I was in LA last week and the strike was so alive and well. We drove past Warner Brothers and like there was people like you saw in that video there crossing the crosswalk and standing like all up and down the street. So hopefully they can reach an agreement soon and get what they need. All right, another weekend, another Marvel movie. SpiderMan Across the SpiderVerse topped the weekend box office.
There's an elite crew with all the best spider people in it. Who's the new guy? This is unbelievable.
This is the lobby.
It earned more than $120 million over the weekend, making it the second largest opening of the year behind The Little Mermaid. The animated film features Miles Morales joining forces with Gwen Stacy and a new team of spider people to come head-to-head with a very powerful villain.
I love this. I saw the first one and it was a good movie for sure.
That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm a few Spider-Mans behind. You guys know that. There's a lot to go off of there. But I was reading an interview with Haley Steinfeld, who plays Gwen Stacy in this film, and she was saying that she actually didn't know how much the film revolved around her character. And it even starts with the story of her character because she got the script in pieces for years. And she'd be like recording voiceovers in closets when she was traveling like across the world or finding random studios to go in and do these like voiceover tracks. So she was just as surprised as everyone else at how much it revolved around her character. I thought that was kind of cool.
I love to see it. I think it's really exciting to kind of look back when we're looking at an animated film because they shoot so many of those films in just little pieces, and to see that finished product, very exciting. I liked the first Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse so much. I tried to make my 3-year-old fall in love with it. I think he was a little too young. We might try again soon, but I want him to love those things as much as I do, so it could be like a mom and son thing, you know, that we do together.
It'll happen.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so the Sanderson sisters making a comeback. Disney Plus is officially working on a Hocus Pocus 3.
Lock up your children! Yes, Salem, we're back!
Ooh, spooky, spooky. This comes after the success of Hocus Pocus 2 last year. Everyone was all about this. So the sequel set a record on the streaming charts of nearly 3 billion minutes of viewing. No word yet if Sarah Jessica Parker, Bette Midler, or Kathy Najimy will be returning as the Sanderson sisters, or a release date at this point, but we do know that the story will continue. And I think one of the things that is just so cool about streaming services is that you see a lot of actors and actresses sort of come back around after a long time has passed. I think that's always so fun for the fans, and it can help tell great stories later. Sometimes I think we push really hard for the next sequel and it's just not the right time.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, so many decades later that this film came out. It didn't get the highest score on Rotten Tomatoes. It got 48% from the audience's perspective. It actually got like higher critics-wise. So I think that people were really interested in watching it because of the nostalgia, but then maybe weren't as pleased with how it turned out. And to be honest, I would be surprised if Sarah Jessica Parker went back for the third, because I feel like it took a lot of convincing for the second one. But people, I mean, everybody, if you're asked, like, do you want to see a sequel or, you know, a follow-up to a film that you loved as a kid? Of course you're going to want to see it, you know? So hopefully they take, like, the criticism that the audience kind of gave them with the second and make the third third one just absolutely amazing.
We want to see it.
You know, that's what we want. A lot of celebrities that we know and love are actually heading to the Red Planet tonight in the first episode of Stars on Mars. So you saw John Hopperstad and Brian McMillan trying that ice cream on Good Day Seattle. Celebs like Marshawn Lynch, Ronda Rousey, and Tom Schwartz will live, eat, sleep, and bond with each other on a simulated Mars-like planet. The stars will get their tasks from William Shatner, and you can watch Stars on Mars right here on Fox 13 tonight at 8. What a fun concept for a reality competition show.
I love this idea. I feel like it really shows you exactly what it may take when we eventually get there. I know that astronauts probably train for stuff like this all the time,
gosh, yeah.
but us average people, we don't know. It's kind of interesting. Do you think you would go into space if you got the opportunity?
That's a tough question. I don't know. I love the idea in theory. You know, I love trying like new experiences, sometimes even if they scare me. If we all remember that seaplane that I learned to fly, like that scared me so much, but it felt so good to do. So I want to say yes, but it depends how long. It would have to be a short trip because to be honest, I love my fresh fruit and veggies, and I think it would be really hard to eat astronaut food for a really long time.
I think so. I think I would pass, surely, but I'd live vicariously through you if you decided to go.
I bet the celebrities that do really well on this it will make them want to go up into space even more.
Absolutely. Hey, if you've ever gone through old photos, and who hasn't, and then thought, oh boy, what was I thinking? You're not alone. Ariana Grande posting on TikTok, poking fun at herself for her famous thick cat eye and overdrawn lip. Okay, so she is promoting her makeup brand. It's called REM Beauty in that process. And these days, her makeup is a little bit more subtle, but fans commented saying they love both versions equally. And sometimes we are our own worst critic. All right, Carly. What is the one thing you used to do that you're like, oh boy, I can't believe I did that?
Ooh, probably doing bottom liner only and not top eyeliner.
What was the vibe? What were you going for?
I don't know. I think I just didn't know how to do my makeup. The thing is, like, kids are so lucky these days for so many reasons, but to have YouTube tutorials and TikTok tutorials to show you how to actually do your makeup, they're so lucky. I was watching some over the weekend. I was like, I didn't know how to contour my nose. Still don't really, but
it's there.
The skills, I feel like you were just guessing, you know, we're hoping that a magazine would have some kind of tutorial.
Absolutely.
What about you? Did you have any like makeup vibes that you regret a little bit?
Many. I went through a summer where all I did was wear navy, but like not even navy, a royal blue eyeliner, which I still like to do on occasion, but like every day.
Right.
And my best friend at the time even said, like, do you only have blue eyeliner? Because I thought it was making me the it girl. But the worst thing I probably did for a really long time is have the really thin 90s brow in the early aughts.
But yours are nice and thick now.
They came back, thank goodness.
Really lucky. That's really like a toss-up if they'll come back or not.
Yes, it is. I definitely got lucky.
Yeah. For the record, though, when you've worn that like bright neon like eyeliner, it always looks really good, like on the weekends and
thank
stuff.
you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, still to come on Studio 13 Live, Taylor Swift's concert last night got a little bit wild when a bug came into the picture.
TMZ is joining us next to break it all down, including how she addressed the situation. We'll be right back.
It is time to take a look at what is popping in celebrity news.
And for that, we're bringing in Fabian Garcia from TMZ. Hey, Fabian, happy Monday.
Hey, good morning, guys. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, good to see you. So Taylor Swift had quite the night after she choked on a bug during her concert. Tell us all about what happened.
So this is something I think people just need to see for themselves. I'll describe it, but people can go watch the video on our website and on our show today too if they want. But basically what happened was that she was performing in Chicago. She was in the middle of a song and she gets choked up. She starts like coughing and it kind of like stops the show a little bit. And you could see people kind of concerned and sort of like a little panicky for her. Eventually she gets over the coughing spell and she tells the crowd like, oh, don't worry, it was just a bug. And she also says, quote, oh, delicious. Presumably meaning, I mean, I guess that means she swallowed it.
Ooh,
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she's joking. Maybe hopefully she's kidding. Because look, like that is one of my worst fears. Like, and if it was a bug, it's probably a fly. Flies are gross. Flies are all over the place. It's disgusting. I'm really hoping she was just joking and just got caught, like had a little throat something or whatever. It was just trying to clear her throat. But on the face of it, it does seem that she swallowed a bug, which again is disgusting. I feel really bad for her.
Oh my gosh. What a pro recovery, though, you know?
Oh, for sure.
She's just like,
for
that's
sure.
So
She just
her.
rolled
I
with the
love
punches.
I know.
And just downed it, I guess.
It does happen, though. I got hit in the eyeball from like a big fly once when I was in a car.
In the eye?
In the eye, yeah. It doesn't feel great, but I think I'd rather that than swallowing a bug.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Ooh,
okay.
No bugs for me either way. I can't even talk about this anymore. I'm so sorry. Oh.
Fabian, let's change the subject here. Prince Harry skipping
yes.
out on the opening day of a huge trial that he is at the center of regarding privacy breaches and UK tabloids. So does this mean anything in particular for the trial?
Big picture, probably not. But for the day, he was sort of chastised by the judge. So basically what's happening is that he is suing several UK tabloids for what he claims were illegal tactics used to spy on him in the 2000s and in the 2010s to publish stories at the time. And him and a bunch of other plaintiffs are suing like the Daily Mail and the Daily Mirror, all these different publications. And the first trial for the first publication, the Daily Mirror, started today. He's officially expected to testify tomorrow, but the judge instructed him to show up on day one in the case that they got through opening statements early and they were able to get to him on the stand early, right? He was nowhere to be seen today in court, and the judge was asking his attorney, like, yo, where's your client at? And his attorney was like, look, he had his daughter's birthday over the weekend. He tried flying here as soon as he could. So he's like, and because of security reasons, this, that, and the other, unfortunately, he wasn't able to be here this morning. So it sounds like Harry was there in town. Maybe he was exhausted or whatever, but he was just not, he wasn't up to being in court. And the judge was like, oh, that's really disappointing and astonishing, kind of. And of course, the attorneys for the tabloid, they were very upset. They're like, we wanted to grill him today. What's going on? This is basically a disrespectful gesture to the court, et cetera, et cetera. I don't think he's going to be admonished or punished or anything like that. I think he is going to be taking the stand tomorrow. But yeah, it's just kind of a bad look. And it's interesting to see where this trial will go because, like I said, he's on a crusade right now against the tabloids. And this is the first of what will presumably be many days of testimony to come from him.
I hope that doesn't hurt him in the case, but I mean, we always hear about first impressions. It doesn't take long to make one,
right?
So
that's
I don't
right.
know, hopefully he can recover from that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Fabian,
yeah,
thank you so much. Really appreciate your time. And of course, you can catch all this info on TMZ right here, Fox 13 weekdays at 7 p.m. And still ahead on Studio 13 Live, we are trying the new Sip with Pride wine flight with Brown Family Vineyard.
Yep, we're going to talk about how they are giving back to the LGBTQ+ community this month. We'll be right back.
All around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day.
Hey, it is time for Seattle Sips, where we highlight amazing drinks in our area.
Yes, and today we are joined by Chris Fulkerson with Brown Family Vineyards. Hello.
Hello. So nice to be with you.
Yeah, we're so excited to have you here. So 2023 marks the 20th anniversary for Brown Family Vineyards. Are you doing anything special to celebrate?
Well, we're doing lots of things special. In particular, we just started our spirits campaign, so we now are making wonderful whiskeys and vodkas and gins. But yeah,
that's really cool. What kind of spirits?
So we have done a couple different bourbons, a couple single malts, and some infused bourbons as well. Now we have gin and vodka also.
Nice. That must feel really good to expand. Yeah. I heard you also have a Sip with Pride flight that benefits the LGBTQ+ community.
Yes.
Tell us all about that and the organizations that it's going to go toward.
So that's a lot of fun. Each of our tasting rooms picks a different local organization because we really like being in the neighborhood. And so in Seattle, they are partnering with Gay Seattle, and in Tacoma, they have the Rainbow Center. And then in Bellevue, we have PFLAG. And what we do is we pour these flights of the Sip with Pride, and then $3 from each flight goes towards those organizations.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And so it's another way that Brown has created for us to keep enjoying good wine, but also making the world a better place while we do it.
Hey,
that's a good
double
combination.
win.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we are fortunate enough to get to try some of the flight.
Try some stuff.
Let's get into it.
Okay. So we're going to start you ladies off with some wonderful Brut bubbles.
Ooh, we love a bubble.
I know. And that's this right here, right? Beautiful.
Yeah. This is predominantly a Chardonnay bubble. You're going to get a wonderful little orange blossom flavor on it, but it's so light on your palate. It's so fun.
Oh, that's so good. I feel
Oh,
like
that is
bubbles are perfect
yummy.
for Pride Month, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's so fun.
It should
Get the
be
party
celebrated.
started.
It is a
It should be
celebration.
celebrated.
Yeah.
Beautiful. What's next?
Next, we're going to do a little bit of Grenache Rosé.
Ooh. Oh my gosh,
Grenache
rosé is my
Rosé
fave.
really light, easy on the palate also. This is what I want when I'm sitting on a porch with some friends. It's refreshing,
Beautiful.
light, bone
Yeah.
dry, a little bit of herbs to it.
Oh, I love the smell of it.
Great smell.
Yeah.
Ooh, so good.
This is definitely a sit-and wine for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the bubbles aren't harsh either with this too. I like the kind of variety that we're getting here.
It goes down real easy, so I always
Yeah.
bring 2 bottles because I just don't want to be
Yeah.
disappointed. So,
You got to come prepared,
We
right?
have a man with a plan. Yes, sir. All right, what's next?
Next, we will do a little bit of a red blend. This, we have the Seattle bottle right here, but we also have one for each of our tasting rooms. It's the same juice inside.
I
This
love
right here.
I
there's
love
the
that we can
Bellevue
see the
one.
Space Needle on there
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
And then
wonderful.
in here is 20% basically of Cab Merlot, Petit Verdot, Cab Franc, and a little bit of Syrah as well.
Okay.
But anytime
Good
you do a red
mix.
blend like that, you end up with a crowd pleaser. And I have literally poured this wine for hundreds of people. And I've met about 3 who didn't like it.
Yeah.
And it's just
Oh.
because they don't like wine.
Well, there's
So, let's be
always
honest.
somebody.
Let's be honest.
Seems like a crowd
Ooh.
fave.
This smells like creamy to me. It's very tasty smelling. Okay.
Ooh, yeah. How would you
Yum. You
describe
like?
that one? Yeah.
So that
very
one,
like hearty.
yeah, it just has a little bit of everything going on. I
yeah.
get like a little bit of cherry, a little bit of blackberry, really nice spice to it, and then it pairs literally with anything that's going on. So this is the bottle not only that I bring to somebody's house when I'm going to
Beautiful.
go over for dinner because I don't know what they're serving, but it's also the bottle that I give to everyone as a gift. So my Christmas shopping is very easy.
I love it.
And,
so this one makes me want cheese.
Yeah.
Like it's a great one for that.
It wants
Oh.
Yeah.
a little bit
That's
of
really
food.
good.
Speaking of which, those 2 Bellevue bottles are for you 2 ladies.
Oh, thank
because
you.
that's what we do.
An excellent
Thanks so
gift, as you pointed
much.
out. Awesome. All
Yeah,
right, what's
the
next?
final
All right,
one.
we're gonna finish with something really special. This is the Brown Forest Project Cab. So for the Forest Project, for every bottle that we sell or pour, we plant a tree. We just passed 70,000 trees planted on this project.
That's incredible.
This is a cab from Red Mountain on Shaw Vineyard, which is one of my favorite spots. It gives you these really, really wonderful jammy blackberry.
And if I
Fruit
remember
forward.
correctly, there's big goals for the amount of trees that we want to get to, right? Like 1 million trees or something,
That's
right?
wonderful.
We're doing a whole forest. And so every time I hear about something that is negatively impacting the environment, I drink some more because I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I will help the
You gotta
world
help
one bottle at a time.
Yeah.
One bottle at a
Doing
time.
your
Help however you
part.
Yeah,
can. So
absolutely.
where can people find these Sip with Pride wine flights?
Yeah, so we have them in each of our tasting rooms. We have one down in Soto. We have another one in downtown Bellevue on Main, and then in the Proctor district of Tacoma.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Beautiful.
fantastic.
Yes, and you have actually been with Brown Family Vineyards for many years,
Yeah.
and you lead education across the team. So what is it that made you fall in love with wine and wanting to be a part of this anniversary
Sure.
celebration?
So I fell in love with wine in Italy because I burned out on my previous career and I went to Tuscany for a month and discovered
It's a good reset spot.
there is an absolute magic to having good wine, good food, and good people. And I love the way wine brings people together and is a celebration, and it's also a pretty wonderful beverage. So
Absolutely.
and then being with Brown is amazing. I love the fact that we are finding ways to make the world a better place
Yeah.
while we drink, and so that's what keeps me here, as well as probably the best list in Washington, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Wonderful.
get to pour amazing things for amazing people every day, and I get to celebrate that people coming together and having fantastic wine.
I love that. And
Yeah.
you know, speaking of celebrating, how long has Brown Family Vineyards been involved with Pride?
So we have been doing the Pride flights and such for at least 6 years now.
Oh, okay.
And I think we've actually been involved longer than that. So,
That's
yeah.
a wonderful
That's
way
wonderful.
to participate.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And we
Absolutely,
do have
thank you.
we already are picking up our
I know.
our
I'm
faves,
I'm
right?
like, this one's my fave,
This
the
is a
rosé.
fave. Beautiful. We do have a link with more information on Brown Family Vineyards up on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live.
Yeah, so
and
good.
Cheers,
Cheers,
ladies.
everybody. All right, coming up, Seattle Men's Chorus is joining us in studio with a special performance from their upcoming concert.
Get ready to go the distance as they celebrate LGBTQ plus pride with iconic Disney songs. I've, had a couple glasses of wine. I'm excited for this. We'll be right back.
I'm gonna make your day.
Hello, So the Seattle Men's Chorus celebrating the LGBTQ plus community this weekend with their Disney Pride in concert showing at the Paramount Theater with more than 200 singers, a 25-piece orchestra. Oh my goodness, you're going to experience all the magic of Disney and share the message of love and acceptance through the timeless songs like Frozen, Hercules, Little Mermaid.
Oh my gosh, so many good ones. And here to share all about the concert and first-time partnership with Disney, Artistic Director Paul Caldwell and the Seattle Men's Chorus. Welcome.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be here.
Thank you so much for being here. So you're really like the creative mind behind all of this. Talk to us about, what Disney Pride in concert will be like. What can people expect?
It's extravagant and resplendent. There's 200 singers, a full symphony orchestra, and a 63-foot screen that's playing Disney and Pixar animated clips the entirety of the show. It's really a mountaintop experience, 100 years in the making.
That sounds absolutely magical.
It is.
Resplendent is my new
Resplendent.
No, I'm going to follow you around for some vocabulary inspo.
Absolutely. Okay, so not only are we going to hear our most favorite Disney songs, but there's also going to be an element of storytelling. So share that with me.
Right, Disney is letting us make this show unique to our city. And of course, Seattle is very special to us. It's such an embracive, inclusive place. For instance, there are two young guys who met in the chorus, and now they're married, and so they're going to tell that story as part of the show, and then we'll sing a song that's kind of related to that. It's sweet as well as thrilling.
Oh my gosh, that's so special. And this is the first time there's a Disney-endorsed Pride concert. Talk to us about how special and important that is.
Well, it's incredible for us because we grew up with, we all grew up with Disney songs. We all grew up with Disney movies. Disney characters were always facing some obstacle, some difficulty that they had to overcome, and the characters gave us, as young LGBTQ people, a source of hope and wish and dream and all that kind of stuff. How many little gay boys danced around dressed as Elsa, right?
Yes.
Singing Let It Go. And now we get to celebrate what all those songs meant to us and to share that with our city, and we're really excited.
Oh, we are too.
Really big emotions behind this, and I love to see that. But is there something that you're particularly excited to share with audiences?
I think, yeah, everyone in Seattle knows the Seattle Men's Chorus Holiday Show. This is our holiday, and we are thrilled to bring our city into our holiday, and that's unbelievably exciting.
If you had to boil it down to like one message that you want people to take away from Disney Pride in concert, what would that be?
Love, acceptance, joy, joy, joy.
Yes.
It's joyful.
We can't wait to hear it.
And we actually are indeed going to get that opportunity, Disney Pride in concert show. Now with a live performance. We're so excited. Let's get into it. All right.
Thanks.
An unknown road to embrace my fate. Though that road may wander, it will lead me to you. And 1,000 years would be worth the wait. It might take a lifetime, but somehow I'll see it through. And I won't look back. I can go the distance, and I'll stay on track. No, I won't accept defeat. It's an uphill slope, but I won't lose hope. Till I go the distance and my journey is complete.
It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small, and the fears that once controlled me can't get to me at all. It's time to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I'm free. Let it go, let it go. I am one with the wind and sky. Let it go, let it go. You'll never see me cry. Here I stand, and here I'll stay. Let the storm rage on. the ground. My soul is spiraling in frozen fractals all around. Then one thought crystallizes like an icy blast. I'm never going back. The past is in the past. Let it go, let it go. And I'll rise like the break of dawn. Let it go, let it go. That perfect girl is gone. Here I stand in the light of day. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me. Anyway.
Oh my goodness, y'all are superstars.
I got tingles everywhere. Amazing.
Wow. How long did it take to learn the songs for the show?
We started rehearsing in January.
Wow. Oh my gosh, I have goosebumps right now. That
Yes.
was so good.
And we need to give it up for everyone but the soloist.
Yay.
Amazing work. So, what does it mean to you to be able to perform something like this?
You know, it is a real honor to be singing with so many talented musicians and artists on stage. We all have our own lives. And to be a part of this bigger story that is telling this message of goodness and light and acceptance is just, it's an honor.
I love that. What was the first song you remember singing where you're like, yes, I have to do this?
It might have been Let It Go.
I love that. And I also hear you're going to have an ASL interpreter.
We are.
This Friday, right?
We are.
Tell us more about that.
We
How can
are.
people get tickets for that one?
So it's the same show, but they request the tickets where they're close to the ASL interpreter.
That's
And then
amazing.
they'll be on the correct side of the stage.
That's
So there are
fabulous.
actually two of them. They rotate in and out the entire show.
Yeah, that's so great.
And I want to just talk a little bit more about the amazing importance of being able to be your true selves, doing what you love on a stage. What does that mean to you?
It's wonderful. I mean, it's a world we never thought could happen when we were children. And it has happened, and we're here to share it with our city. I mean, that's why we want to do it. We want everyone to experience it. Come dressed as your favorite Disney princess. Bring your grandchildren dressed as their favorite Disney princess. Just enjoy the show. It's going to be thrilling. It's wonderful.
We love a good costume party.
We do.
Sign us up.
Absolutely.
This sounds amazing. How did you know that you really wanted to, lead this kind of a show?
I think I grew up loving music,
Yeah.
and I grew up seeing people make music, and it felt like the music was a key to a box, and that when they opened the box, magic flew out, really like Tinkerbell, right? And so from a very early age, I was the kid that wanted to make the magic happen, not just for myself, but for other people. And that's what we're able to do here at the chorus.
I
It's-
definitely felt that magic.
Yes,
here.
absolutely. And of course, this is beautiful and happy to see this, but the reality across the nation is that many people in the LGBTQ+ community are being attacked. So talk to me about what message you want to send out to people, whether it's here in our area or across the country, that are still struggling.
Well, I think the main thing is that we have to appreciate where we are, and we have to love where we are. But in part of celebrating that is noticing that everyone isn't fortunate enough to be in such an embracing and accepting place. And so coming together as an LGBT community, and more than that, bringing our city together for a show like this, whether they're LGBTQ or not, it's a wonderful way to really stop and reflect about how much joy needs to be spread in the world. And it's really making a commitment to continue doing it.
Beautiful.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming in
Thank
and
you.
doing
Thank
all
you
of
for
this.
being
Yes,
here.
Unbelievable.
so fun. Great show for anybody, and we will be right back.
Thank you so much.
See you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around.
During this time of year, really any time, I feel like it's really nice to have fresh flowers around. And there's a newly released list of people's favorite flowers in Washington. Coming in first, lavender. I think that's a pretty good one. Then we have dahlias, sweet peas, peonies, sunflowers. Oh, I love them all. Do you have a favorite?
I gotta go with dahlia.
Really?
Yes, I love the dahlias. To me, they just remind me of like a firework exploding, you know, when it's like full force about to sort of dissipate. I love a dahlia. And I remember too, like my first weekend that I was here, I went to a farmer's market and I just couldn't believe, I've never seen so many in bouquets and like different arrangements that you could buy before, but that's a really special kind of magical flower about the Pacific Northwest.
Oh,
what about
I
you?
love that. So sorry to be a basic girly, but I love lavender, and really it's because I have, you know, a deathly thumb, but it was the first plant that I was able to plant in the ground and have it grow into this huge thing of lavender. And I would just, it was in a weird spot in my house, but I would walk around and just take a deep breath and think, I could do this.
Wait, I'm so impressed. So you did it inside of your home, like in a pot?
No, so I bought a small lavender plant at a gardening center, and then I planted it outside. So it's less impressive because like the world had more to do with it than I did, but I
kept it alive.
watered it.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's impressive.
overwater it.
Oh my God, I don't think that's basic at all. I feel like if you said, I thought you were gonna say rose.
Oh no.
No hate to
roses
the roses,
are great,
but I don't know. I just
not a
feel like we have
favorite.
so many like really beautiful flowers here. Let's talk about summer a little bit more, because one idea that is catching on is giving kids a free summer. So instead of scheduling summer camp or daycare, a lot of parents are letting their kids stay at home. Experts say that having free time gives them a way to decompress, learn a little bit more about themselves, build skills, and practice creative problem solving when they can't find something that they want to do. Did you always have super jam-packed summers?
I think like part of the summer I did, but I definitely had the opportunity, and I do use the word opportunity on purpose, to be bored.
Yeah.
I think that is very important. I feel like, you know, I'll say nowadays, parents, myself included, have a struggle because you got the tablet, right? And the tablet, it can come in handy. It's great if you really need to keep your child entertained, but you're gonna have to take it away if they're hanging out at home all the time to give them that opportunity to problem solve, really.
That's a wise tip, my friend. Yeah, I feel like my summers are pretty free too. I always dreamed of going to like a sleepaway summer camp for months on end. I went to one that was like 1 or 2 weeks long, and that felt really major to be able to do that. I went with a few of my friends, but it just seemed really cool to go to like a huge summer camp across the country or something like that. So I always like, you know, imagine myself doing something like that. But yeah, I feel like I was just a little bit bored, but just finding stuff to do with my best friend, hanging out, you know, cooking and just chilling.
It made us creative.
Yeah.
I like that for us.
Yeah, I didn't like it at the time being bored, but now I do appreciate it because I think it makes you more creative as a grown-up too.
Absolutely. Hey, technology has sure made our lives easier in so many ways, but it has brought on some embarrassing moments too. So this new survey says that Americans experience an average of 84 mishaps a year, which is more than once a week. The most common one is sending a text to the wrong person. Definitely done that. Others include your phone going off at the wrong time or not being connected to the headphones when you should be. I've done a couple of those that I just read.
Yeah, I'm super guilty of sending a text without reading it through, and then what's really come in handy lately is that edit button on the iPhone. Because you can go back and edit it. The person knows that you've edited the text, but I really value good spelling and good grammar, and I don't want to send typos in my text, so I will edit them to some people if I have the ability, because I get so mad at myself when I do that too.
I know, absolutely. And I'll tell you what though, do you remember way back when you used to be able to text Twitter a tweet?
No.
Okay, sorry. But you used to be able to do that on like little Nokias. I once tweeted accidentally, I thought I was texting my husband, I was texting my Twitter account, can you buy some toilet paper? And it was I didn't have an iPhone at the time, so like way later that day, I had a lot of interaction. Ooh.
That's kind of cute though. I would love to see a tweet like that. Let's be honest, who knows you best? Family, friends, or your dog? Well, a new study says that 53% of pet owners believe that their pet knows them better than anyone else in their life. That includes best friends, family members, and significant others. Nearly half of pet owners tell their pets their deepest secrets. And 72% say that their pet can pick up on their emotions. I feel like dogs can definitely pick up on your emotions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree. I would say my pet knows me very well.
They know you really well. They always say, like, there's this like Japanese proverb that says that there's everyone has three faces. The face that you show to the world, the face that you show to your friends and family, and then the one that nobody sees. But your pet sees them all. So of course they know you better than anybody.
I love
it. Still ahead on Studio 13 Live, we are meeting the new executive chef with Stella at Hotel Sorrento.
How to make their signature diver scallops with some veggies. That's coming up next.
It's happening all around.
Hey, it's time for Emerald Eats, where we get to highlight amazing food in our area.
Yes, and today we are joined by Paolo Pezzali, the new executive chef with Stella at Hotel Sorrento. Welcome to you.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming in.
Oh, everything already smells so good. So tell us a little bit about your culinary background and what you were doing before you came to Stella.
Okay, I come from culinary school in Switzerland. I born in Italy, but grew up in South Switzerland, Canton Ticino. And I went to culinary school in Lugano. And when I moved to United States, continued cooking. And so before I start Stella, I was at the hotel Pan Pacific Hotel here in Seattle. And previous to that, I was about 10 years at the Space Needle.
That's amazing. Yeah, you've had quite a career.
Yeah.
And what are you making for us today?
We're gonna have diver scallops. And so with the English pea puree, it's seasonal. It's a great dish for spring and summer. And that we have lardon, we have cipollini onions in agrodolce, and I can start.
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's start cooking.
All right. So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna start with a little bit salad oil. And we just sear the scallops for about 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay.
Let's see.
What's the trick with a scallop? I feel like sometimes they come out a little chewy when I try to make them at home.
Yes, you're right. But the pan needs to be nice and hot, so you can sear it. It doesn't have to cook too long. It takes about a couple of minutes. This one, they're very nice and large scallops, and so it will help to when you sear it, the juice stays inside. It doesn't come out.
Wonderful.
So it stays nice and juicy.
And as you're, getting started with that, tell us all about the outdoor patio vibes you've got going on.
Patio, it's incredible. We built a small garden with herbs. There is rosemary, thyme, things like that. So we need some fresh herbs. We can go outside, grab it, and customer clients just love it.
Doesn't get fresher than that. We were just talking about Mireya growing lavender for that reason.
So it's very fun.
Yeah, and very colorful too.
Great.
Right.
Okay, so we have the sofrito a little bit.
And that's that stuff that we have right here. You combined
Correct.
it. Okay, and now it's kind of
Correct.
heating up. Beautiful.
Yes, we have some onions that are done and the English peas.
Wonderful.
So, it takes about this dish to start from zero to finish. It takes about 15-20 minutes if you have the mise en place ready to go.
Very cool. So what are some of your favorite things you've done with the menu at Stella?
Since I've been there, I changed all the menu, all the items that were previously there. And
an overhaul.
Yeah.
You're right. And we try to focus local product, and we try to use the farmers, local farmers, and organic. And every dish that we're preparing, we follow the season. So everything is a little bit more
Do you think
fresh.
these are ready to start?
Maybe just a minute.
And just
there,
one
the
more
oil.
minute. Beautiful. Now, I guess while we're waiting on that, we have another beautiful dish here, Curly.
Yeah, it's a vegetarian option, I see.
Yes, that's Oregiete Pasta. There is a little radicchio and arugula. It's a lettuce. And there is pesto, a little garlic, and fresh cherry tomatoes.
Wow.
Nice,
looks
nice
unbelievable.
Fresh and filling.
So we're going to start with this one to sear it.
Beautiful.
We need to go up a little strong
Just
with
a
this.
little bit. Okay.
What kind of heat do you use for that?
With gas, normally this is a little tricky.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
But at the Hotel
Not
Sorrento,
your
we
usual
use.
kitchen you're cooking in, but that's okay.
So I love that you guys really follow the seasons. I think it keeps the menu interesting. But as this is cooking, talk to me about what some of the most popular dishes are right now that people can try other than the scallops.
This one actually is the number one right now. We have a wonderful burger. Also, everything it's made in-house, and we ground our own beef. We use a chuck and short ribs. We mix together. It's one of my recipes.
Oh, wonderful.
And it's very popular. We have the chicken with carbonara and sauté mushrooms. It looks very nice, very fresh, and it's an airline chicken. There is a little the skin on and a little wings, so it presents very well.
Nice.
That's very popular also. We have branzino. It's a whole fish, and we just sear it in the oven with rosemary and sage. It smells very good in the kitchen. It's just
Right, wonderful.
very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that there's something for everybody. I mean, we have the vegetarian dish.
Yeah, we do.
Pescatarian. It sounds like we have some excellent options.
Yeah, we have also a couple vegan dishes. We have
nice.
flatbread that it's vegetarian.
Oh, that's so great. What are your vegan dishes?
The vegan, it's we have a pasta. It's just with some dried tomatoes, artichoke salad. You know,
Oh, yum,
and there is a little
yum.
lettuce.
So
Yeah.
good. Oh, amazing. I love this. I love seeing everything kind of come together.
Yeah.
It's been absolutely beautiful. Now, we're going to keep working on this, but do we want to try?
I think I'm ready to dive
Yeah,
into
please
this
do.
Can I have a
salad
little
here.
bite here?
Absolutely, girl.
Oh,
Let's
awesome.
do it.
Ooh, that pesto.
Such fresh pesto.
Yes.
Delicious. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. That is like the perfect summer salad.
This needs a little
Beautiful.
bit warmer, but
That's all right.
it's gonna
you can
it's gonna
keep
work.
cooking.
It's gonna be warm.
That's okay. We can keep cooking, and you will see the finished product on Instagram. Just find us Studio 13 Live on Fox.
You know it. We've also got a link with more info on Stella at Hotel Sorrento up on our website, fox13seattle.com/Studio 13 Live. And we always love to hear your restaurant recommendations. So if there's somewhere that we should check out, have them come on in here. Just, send us an email. Let us know. Send us a DM,
Absolutely.
too.
How was our first 10 a.m. hour?
I loved it. This was
loved it,
fabulous.
too.
We had a lot of guests today, too.
I
This
know.
is so much fun.
And this food smells amazing. We're going to keep trying some good
Definitely
food.
going to keep eating some of this salad. And thank you so much.
Thanks
You
for
are very
coming.
welcome.
See you again. See you
Make it a
tomorrow.
good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you